Aviwe, good morning.
Good morning, Gareth, and we're back in Bloemfontein once more for a bail application for Iqbal Sharma, the former Transnet board director, as well as Trade and Investment CEO, as well as Peter Thabethe, who was the former HOD of the Department of Agriculture in the Free State. Remember, we were here just on Thursday for their co-accused bail application, accused number 2, Limakatso Murosi, as well as Sipati Dlamini, accused number 3 in this matter. They were released on bail on Thursday for 10,000 rand, and Iqbal Sharma and his co-accused Peter Thabethe insisted that their bail application must be heard today on Monday. Another bail application that we're expecting soon is that on the 15th of June, who's the co-accused in this matter, accused number 6, Dinesh Patel, who's the brother-in-law to Iqbal Sharma. But in total, Gareth, I have the charge sheet with me, some 40 plus pages, and it details 17 accused in this matter, which includes 2 Gupta brothers and their wives, Atul Gupta and Rajesh Gupta, as well as their wives. Now, it also has 4 companies in it, and we understand 8 of the accused in this charge sheet are not in South Africa at the moment. In fact, the NPA's investigating directorate is in conversations with Interpol to try and get them to be extradited back into the country, including the Gupta brothers, which we do understand they are in the UAE. But this dates back to 2011, where in fact a feasible study was supposed to be done by Nulane Investments, which is owned by Iqbal Sharma. In fact, that was supposed to assess whether a farming project would be feasible, a dairy farming project that was supposed to alleviate black emerging farmers would be feasible. But we do understand that project cost some 24.9 million rand, that feasibility study. And in fact, it was done by Deloitte, subcontracted to Deloitte for a mere 1.5 million rand. But that money was then siphoned off, we heard, in this charge sheet to various companies, ending up in the Gupta-owned Island Site Investment Company. So we're back at the Bloemfontein Magistrate Court just after 9 a.m. this morning to hear the bail application for accused number 1, Peter Thabethe, as well as accused number 4 in this matter, Iqbal Sharma.
And Aviwe, I think it's so important for everyone to remember as well that when we talk about that dairy farm project all those years ago, yes, those involved in this 25 million rand tender fraud, they're going to have their day in court. But the idea of the farm, the idea of the project, was to be able to uplift the area, uplift local farmers, uplift the community. And all these years later, nothing has changed, is it?
That's the sad part about all of this, Gareth. This, in fact, was a feasibility study ahead of that dairy farm project. Remember, went on to be the Estina Dairy Farm project, where it was supposed to alleviate emerging black farmers. It was supposed to produce 100 kiloliters of milk per day, in fact, which was supposed to assist those black farmers that were supposed to be the ones, in fact, delivering those 100 kiloliters of milk. The project itself costed some 288 million rand. That amounted to nothing, Gareth. And in fact, this particular case was a precursor to that project. 25 million rand, which we understand was siphoned off within a matter of 7 months. But there's been a lot of action on the ground that has been happening. On Friday, we saw freeze orders, restraint orders to some of the Gupta properties, 21 million rand property in Constantia in Cape Town, as well as the infamous Saxon Wold 12 million rand property in Johannesburg. We also saw 12 million rand property of Iqbal Sharma being frozen. Now, that will depend on the outcome of this matter. If the accused are found guilty in this matter, then the NPA will move into those assets to try and recoup the money that has been siphoned off over the period of time. So it will be interesting to see if the success of this particular case, as well as this, remember this is a precursor, as well as the Estina Dairy Farm project, if it will be successful.
Yeah, let's not all forget the Saxon Wold Shabeen, I think is the nickname it ended up with in the end. But Aviwe, for the moment, thank you very much. South Africans have been wondering when are there going to be any court cases relating to the Guptas, and it's my colleague Aviwe Mtila covering one of the very, very first and very important ones, of course, with anything related to the Guptas.